Good morning, children. Today we are going to start a new chapter. The name of the chapter is The Thief's Story. It is written by Ruskin Bond. So let us go. We'll go through a short summary of this chapter so that you can have a good idea about the chapter, and while reading you will understand it by better way. So let's move further. We'll come to know about the Ruskin Bond's biography. He was born on 19th May 1934, Kasauli, Himachal Pradesh, now lives in Landor, Mussoorie. Famous novels are given here: The Room on the Roof, The Night Train at Devli, Time Stops at Shamli, At Risk Still Grow in Dehra, The Flight of Pigeons, The Blue Umbrella. And he got some awards: Padma Shri, Sahitya Academy Award, Still Grow in Dehra for this, and John Llewellyn Rice Memorial Prize also. This is in short about Ruskin Bond. Now we'll come to know what is given in the chapter. What is the story about? In short, some points are mentioned here. I will read it out, and you will listen it carefully so that you can understand the exact concept. A small time 15-year-old thief who calls himself Hari Singh befriends a struggling author Anil. Hari's purpose is to steal Anil's money. Anil is a good fellow who wants to teach Hari Singh how to read and write. Gradually, Anil develops trust in Hari Singh, but Hari Singh has been waiting for the right moment to make a killing by doing what he is best at, that is, stealing. After stealing the money which Anil had earned by selling a book to a publisher, Hari Singh tries to run away forever. But some inner voice stops him from doing so. He returns to Anil because he realizes that he wants to live a life of respect. Anil does not show that he knew about the theft and accepts Hari Singh with open arms. Thus, a well intentioned person tries to reform a teenager who had strayed from the correct path. In short, this is the summary of this chapter, that Hari, with open arms, accepts him, though he is a thief, and allows him to come on the right path. Now some scenes are provided here. This is just a recap what was happening and where the story starts. Scene number one, scene second, scene third. Now, in short, some paragraphs are given here and some explanation so that you can understand it very well. First meeting of Hari Singh and Anil. So, what happens at the first meeting and where do they meet? Anil was a young writer. He was living his life very carelessly. He was writing for the magazines and earning the money to run his life. One day Anil was watching the wrestling match. The thief was who was taken new identity as Hari Singh met him there. Hari best knew how to make a known person a friend. He used an old formula to flatter the person, then automatically the person becomes your friend. This is how the thief Hari Singh met Anil. Hari Singh was a boy of 15 years old, decided to make Anil his next victim. When Anil left the match, Hari also followed him and asked for the job. Anil was not rich to keep a servant, however, he was ready to keep Hari with him because he only wanted food. Anil offered him the job on one condition, that Hari Singh had to cook food. The food prepared by first time by Hari was given to stray dogs as it was waste and tasteless. He told Hari to leave his house, but Hari stayed there and Anil took pity on him. He allowed him to live with him. Anil taught Hari how to write and add numbers. Hari was Hari Singh was illiterate. He was not knowing how to write and how to add numbers, so Anil taught him how to write and add numbers. Hari stayed with Anil. Anil promised him that he would teach him how to write and add numbers. He also taught him how to cook tasty food. Daily, Hari Singh was going to buy daily needs and had profit of 1 rupee daily. Anil knew it, but he did not mind it. Both were living together happily. Hari Singh's civil spirit awakens. 1 month passed. Hari Singh not performed his business. One day he saw Anil had bought a bundle of notes. He saw him to put under the mattress. As Hari saw the bundle of notes, his civil spirit awakened in his mind and he decided to rob Anil that night. After taking dinner, Anil slept peacefully. Hari could not sleep. He woke up. He crept to the bed and slipped his hand under the mattress. He found the notes and ran away. Plan of Hari Singh. What was the plan of Hari Singh? Hari Singh made up his mind that he would directly go to the railway station and would catch the Lucknow Express. He thought that Anil would not catch him if he ran away from the city. Now, conflict between good spirit and evil spirit, and this happens with Hari Singh. So, what good spirit and bad spirit does with him? Hari Singh reached the railway station. Lucknow Express was about to go. Suddenly, the good spirit called him. The inner voice told him not to betray the faith of Anil. The train was moving, but Hari had not dared to catch it. He was remembering the innocent face of Anil. When Hari Singh thought that what would Anil think about him, Anil would not worry about the money, but he might feel bad a man had broken his faith. And on this for this feeling that Anil would not worry about money, but he would feel that the man on whom he has trusted has broken his heart or broken his faith. Hari Singh decided to return. What happens with Hari Singh? Good spirit overcomes on the bad spirit and he decides to come back. There was conflict in the mind of Hari Singh. He did not want to lose faith of Anil because he knew that Anil was simple man. Moreover, Anil was teaching him how to write and add numbers which could change his life. He could become a respected person in the society. He left the railway station. He came to the Maidan and sat on the bench. Just as heavy rain started, it was the month of November, so chilly wind was blowing fast. He felt more uncomfortable as he had cheated an innocent person. Again, he felt more uncomfortable as he had cheated an innocent person. Then Hari put back money under the bed secretly. He comes back home. Hari Singh returned to Anil. He crept again and secretly put back money under the mattress. The next day, Anil woke up, prepared tea for Hari and himself. He handed over 50 rupees note to Hari and told him that he was regularly paid now. Hari took the note and found that it was still paid. He understood that Anil knew about the last night episode. Still, what happens? When he comes to know that the note was still paid, Anil comes to know, Anil, Hari Singh thinks that Anil knew it very well, but he didn't say anything. This is all about the summary in short. After this, we will read the chapter and understand according to paragraph. So, thank you, children. Enjoy the day. Stay home. Stay safe.